Right, back home, first day back home, and we are making my first priority. I need to empty my attic. My attic is full. So before we do that, we need to make space. So I've got part of the stuff in my attic is decorating stuff. So we've just been into the sheds outside. So I've got 3 sheds, both full of crap. So we've been a bit ruthless and we've thrown away an old boxes. But everywhere I go, I keep coming across buckets. Sandra is a bit of a hoarder. She sees things and she won't throw things away. And I think I'm up so far, I think I'm up to 19 buckets. And I've just said to Sandra, we're upstairs in Hannah's old bedroom, and I've just found another bucket. I said, I need to record some of this. That's some buckets we've got outside. And Sandra's in turn now put some buckets into the shed upstairs, because I'm trying to sort out, I've got a box room to sort out and the spare bedroom, Hannah's old bedroom to sort out. This is Sandra's corner. Lot. And just randomly upstairs in the box room, yep, we've got a bucket. Just weird. This is not an old wardrobe. So this wardrobe's got a story about when we went to lockdown, and a crack appeared in the ceiling downstairs. And I came to move this wardrobe. Hello, Sandra. Let's come on to video. Come and confess.
Are you going to tell them all about my brewing?
No. We're going to talk. We're going to talk about the wardrobe.
Caden's clothes.
So I come to move this wardrobe, which was leaning like that.
Did you look inside to see what was in the wardrobe?
And I opened it up.
No, you didn't.
There was 4 20-kilo bags of flour.
You tried to move it, didn't you, without looking what was inside, and then you realised there was a problem. I know. 4 20-kilo bags of flour. Come here, Sandra. No,
come on.
I'll be back.
And I don't know, 2 tons of sugar. And I said to Sandra, "What's going on?" She says, "Well, there's going to be a shortage of flour." Anyway, I don't know where that's all gone, but we're trying to sort out more rubbish. So I've just come to open this door here, and oh look, it's just there's another bucket. I'm not kidding. I've never seen so many. Oh look, a brewing bucket and sleeping bags. Oh, and I don't know what on earth is going on with this and this and this. Why has Sandra got so many buckets? Do you collect buckets? If you collect buckets, please can you put a comment down there below about buckets. What's that old song? There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza. I think Sandra's got lots of holes in her bucket. I've now got Sandra with a bucket. Let's hold your bucket up in the air and explain. Tell us all about your bucket, Sandra.
So this bucket...
Come on. We all want to know about it. If you want to know about the bucket, ask Sandra. Why have you got so many buckets?
This is my brewing bucket for brewing my homemade wine. So I need to keep it clean and not full of crap. And yeah.
That's a brewing. What's the other bucket doing in the box room then?
Oh, it's my wool washing bucket.
So what's the mop bucket doing? That's now back in the shed. Oh, so there was an orange...
it from the rain.
What's the orange bucket with a sponge in it?
That's for washing my car.
What's the other pile of buckets you've got?
They're yours.
They're not mine at all.
There's some garden buckets.
What? Garden... I have never ever come across so many buckets in my life.
It's not that many.
When Sandra is guilty, she laughs. You're laughing. And that's a big fuck off bucket, that, isn't it?
That's my brewing bucket.
Oh, you got a brewing bucket. Well, what's that then?
Decanting.
Right, we somehow...
And that's the Caden's clothes when he's bigger.
Somehow we are going to get all this clutter out of here.
It's a lot better than it was. That under there was rammed with stuff. It's
I've not even looked under here. Hang on a moment. I forgot about under the bed. Sorry, don't look. Right.
Don't look there,
if I go under the bed, am I going to find any buckets? Am I going to find any buckets? Fucking hell! There's no room at all under the bed. This is what's going on. There is not.
That's my spinning machine.
That's your what?
My spinning machine.
Spinning machine, right? Well, what's this? What's this full of? And this full of? And this full of?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What's in this one then?
My crafting stuff.
What's in that one? You don't know.
I mean,
I just found a Christmas present. I've got to make a confession. I've got to make a confession. I did make a confession once. Sorry, I've got a mirror behind me here.
Just trying to tell you.
Right.
Sorry.
I made a confession once on a video about an Evel Knievel motorbike thing, and I have got another. I have got another confession. Up in the attic when it was Christmas, or coming down this time of year now, November, coming up to Christmas, my mum used to store my Christmas presents in the attic because I was too little. So we used to have an immersion heater tank and a cupboard, and I could scramble up anything, mate. It's like a rat up a drain pipe. And one Christmas I went up into the attic and I lifted it up, and guess what I saw there in front of me? I must have only been about 8. You don't know this one, do you? There was a go-kart, a proper like little pedal-on go-kart. Right, Sandra. Oh my God, what's in this box? Do we know?
Can't remember, to be honest.
You don't know what's in the box?
Let's put that in the...
Another one. Let's put that in the box room. Oh, hang on a minute. There's another flipping box.
Sandra's done. Look down there. You've killed it, Sandra. Oh no. Oh, I'm so upset. Look what's happened.
What?
Down there, he's on his head.
Oh no.
Can you go and retrieve down there? You need to go and get...
That wasn't me.
This is serious. I'm not. How am I going to get them out of there? No idea. But right, I'm a bit traumatised here. When my mother was alive, God rest her soul, she went through phases of making things. So one of the phases when I was little, she was a machinist, my mum, and she used to make teddy bears to earn extra money at Christmas. And I have still got my teddy. This is my teddy. Hello, Teddy. Look at that. I have actually still got my teddy that my mum made, and Sandra dumped it head first down the bottom of the bed.
It wasn't me.
Who was it? I used to think teddies came alive at night if they had been having a party, because that was head first down there. Hannah's little teddy was head first down there. Well, this little teddy, was head. Is that Hannah's?
Yeah, Hannah's now 22 and she stopped over, and I guess she doesn't want teddies in her bed anymore.
So, allegedly, Hannah staged over and she got rid of the teddies and threw them down. So these are Hannah's teddies. Right. Half a day's gone. We've not even gone in the loft yet. What's that box you're moving?
You're going to block everything off.
The only reason why we've got a marzipan log and marzipan fruit, Sandra.
Yeah, Christmas presents, of course.
From Lidl.
Yeah.
Best before 2021.
Can't be.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Look what I'm finding. Flour. You've moved some of this flour. How many bags? What have we got? Oh, I've got 420 tea bags. 240 tea bags. That's 600. I've got 660 tea bags.
I'm very excited about the Christmas pudding.
What's that?
Christmas pudding.
Why have you hidden it?
Matured.
Hey?
Very matured Christmas pudding.
Why have we got 660 tea? In fact, we need to go through all the flipping tea bag shelf in the kitchen.
No, we don't. I use them all.
660 tea bags. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 15 bags of what's in here? Hang on a minute. What is it? Semolina. I've got 1, 2, 9 bags of semolina. Oh, there's another bag of flour, Sandra.
What is your problem now?
Well, you're laughing because you know you're guilty.
It's like just all good food, so why not just eat it? It's just
because I don't eat sugar. I don't drink tea. I have maybe 1 cup of tea a week.
Neil, where have you been for the last year? Hey? Where have you been for the last year?
How many cups of tea do you drink a day, Sandra? Just roughly. Because apparently we've got like about 10 years supply of...
You're just ranting, dear. Should we carry on? There's no point putting the Christmas crackers back up now, because there's only time to get them down again.
There's no need to put the Christmas crackers from 3 years ago.
No, from last Christmas you forgot to put the Christmas crackers up, but there's no point putting them up now because it's nearly time to get them down again, I said.
I went away. I've been away, Sandra. I've not been here.
Neil, the whole reason why we're getting the loft hatch redone is because I can't fit through the loft hatch.
What's this?
Yours.
Right. Time. Right, where are we going to start? I have got no idea. Really have got no idea. Right, so in short, next weekend we're going away. The weekend after, I got somebody in. We're going to have a bigger loft hatch made, and then I want this loft re-insulating and reboarding. So somehow, and I've got no idea how I'm going to do this, I've got to empty the loft. This is going to be a nightmare. So this is all decorating stuff here. So I've got space in the sheds outside for that. That's a full-size dormer awning. I just don't really know what I've got here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 computer monitors, other things, more computer stuff, 1, 2, 3 keyboards, some old skyboxes, more stuff. I've got, that's the Christmas stuff, so that's okay. That's my OMG corner. I think these are all papers. Shelving, that can go, more pictures. Oh, I've got around a couple of surfboards up here, Sandra. More papers, more computers. So I think I'm going to start with the decorating stuff. Then up on the attic here, again, some of you will have been up here. This is from when I was a boy. We used to have a den up here. Skegness, Edmonton. Right. So
Should we get on with it, Mr. T?
I'm a bit overwhelmed where to start, but we'll. Oh, there's a little picture of Simon when he was little. Sorry, I just said to Sandra, I just need to video this. I've got something of yours here, Sandra. I've got to add to your collection. Hang on a minute, Sandra. Sandra's down there. Here's a bucket. Oh look, Sandra, it's a bucket.
Right, but it's not my bucket.
Sandra says it's not her bucket. Whose bucket is it? Right. Decorating stuff down. So the next, I think, we're going to do camping things. And we need to have a chat about this, Sandra. Because I've got loads of sleeping bags from when so the reason why I've got loads of sleeping bags is obviously all my children have grown up and I've still kept all the sleeping bags. So I think we're going to do the sleeping bags and the awning next.
Distracted now.
Look at that mint condition little Samsung netbook. Netbooks when they very first came out, running on Windows XP. Right, I've now got. Sorry, we've got the awning down and we've got all the sleeping bags and camping stuff down, and I'm now on a computer area. I'm optimistic this will actually fire up. This was technology back in the day. This was really expensive. Right, I think so. I've started to move computer monitors, but I've now got framed pictures that are in the way. So this is Sandra's. Oh, she's keeps going on about this picture. There's our Simon when he was little. Oh, he's in his 30s. He's in his 30s now. Look at that. That's a cute picture. So this was a board game. Look, start, and you got the Grand Canoe Race. We had to roll the dice and things happened. My Uncle Derek made that, my godfather. Vases. When we got married, people kept buying us I have no idea for wedding presents, vases. Right, this is a Sandra box. 1952 to 2002. Sandra's very emotionally attached to this box. She's going to get very giddy when she sees it. And I think we'll take this one down next.
I saw 2 more vases as well.
Look at the fucking state of this. Right, old bottles. Look at all these old bottles here. And I think one of these bottles has got money in from when I used to do metal detecting, but these are oh, hang on a minute, sorry, light in the way. Did you used to go digging up bottles from bottle dumps when you were little and keep them because one day they're going to be worth a lot of money? I did. I'm going to see whether Sandra can remember who this was. And can you remember why we've got that, Sandra? Hello down there. How's it going?
I'm getting neck ache, but otherwise doing good.
You're getting neck ache. Can you remember why we got that? Well, to go through. So this box is our lead, which one day when he gets old, they're like things that he has. So we're going to keep that. That's a little memory box for Lee. Right. So this box is another memory box from Simon, my eldest. This was his old teddy, his dressing gown, his bomber jacket, and he loved these slippers. And he wore these slippers until they wore out. Look at these. I've kept these. These were like his favourite clothes. This is an old BT photographic shirt. Hang on a minute. So that was his night shirt. That was my old company. That's coming up damage again. Almost 40 years old. That shirt. Yeah. These are all might wrap these up as a Christmas present for Simon, see if he knows what. In fact, got a Christmas present for Simon here, Sandra. Meerkats. I've been keeping meerkats. Frank's side bottom paper mache heads. Oh. Crash helmet. So up to fairly recent times I used to always have a motorbike. I thought it was a mouse or something. Oh, I'll scare Sandra. I'll put out there. I'll scare Sandra with that. Hell, it's my divorce papers. That's what those are. Oh, dearie. Okay, now, sorry I'm swearing. This is a nightmare. Right.
My black jumpers are grey, did you notice that?
I've got a random TV aerial in the loft that my dad put up here. That can be thrown away. This is an OMG collection. This is Sandra's. I'm not too sure how I'm going to lift this out of here. This is heavy. So my mother was born in Canada, Alberta, a place called Invermere, down from Lake Windermere in Canada, and she managed to get to Canada twice before she died. And these pictures and from where she grew up, so they're obviously framed, and she had these on the wall. So I'm going to take them down, but what I might do is I might roll these up and put them in a tube, because I've got a trunk somewhere from my dad when he went in the army. Right, let's get these down next. Right, so I think I'm about a third of the way there. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to leave this for now, because I know we need that. That's Christmas stuff, can stay. And I'm going to try and bring down next things that potentially can be thrown away-ish. But I'm not too sure whether to have a break or not.
Have a break.
What time is it?
Well, you said it's 1:20, but we can commit to
get rid of. It's all yours.
Oh, mine.
Right, let's bring down a couple more boxes of stuff that we can possibly dispose of. Yeah, Sandra, do you remember these? You told me to keep them, Sandra. Do you remember them?
Yeah, they're the proper Toyota wheels.
The wrong size because you didn't listen to me.
No, these are the original ones.
Bollocks.
These are the original ones. I'll need them.
Right, so I think I'm going to clear this little corner out here, then I'm going to have a break. So I've got all this computer stuff down, and then I've just got this back end to do. Oh, look at that there. This was high tech. Back in the day, this was high tech. This was the mean thing. I got a CDRW. Wow, worth a lot of money that one day. Retro. Oh, naughty, naughty, very, very naughty. Oh my God. Oh, oh. Now then, if you know what these are, see, Sandra knows what these are. I used to program these, and I think inside here oh my golly, see if Sandra knows what these are here. Goodness me. Wow. Oh yes. Oh my golly. That was back in the day. If you've got any idea what that is, comment below, because I know exactly what that is.
You didn't bore me, it was overbalanced and heavy. All the weight was on one side.
Alright, so I'd say best part of 2/3 of the way there now. We're just gonna have a quick recce. Is it progress, Sandra?
It is. Sometimes things have to look worse before they look better, I think. I'm okay with that.
What are we going to do?
Just sort it all out.
But you're
There's more chance of sorting it out with you here than, like, you've been away most of the year since November last year, apart from a few weeks. So.
But your sorting out means moving it from one room to another. What are we going to throw away?
I've thrown away loads since you've been away, actually.
I don't believe you.
This is all the stuff in the loft now.
So, bed full. So this whole bedroom is full, always full. Box room's full. Any stuff in our bedroom has got stuff as well.
Part of the bottom of the stairs that can go.
So I think what we're going to do is try and go through.
Is that a spider?
A spider? Oh, it's a dead spider.
That's a dead spider in the bottom.
Get rid of them barsies.
Nah.
Yeah, we will. They've never been used.
You're crap.
Okay, now I just don't know what we're going to do.
You'll be fine.
Right, so we are making some sort of progress. It might not look like it.
Yes, we are.
But we are definitely making progress. So currently I'm going through the fancy dress bag. Hey, is any of this looking familiar, Sandra?
Like I said, I feel like we should be camping.
You feel like we should be camping?
Mm.
Why?
Well, camping, dressing up stuff, isn't it?
I think that suits me, that.
Very smart.
Well, don't have a go, Sandra. Yeah. You're going to put one on. Pasha, what's going on, mate? All this noise and kerfuddle and bits and bobs, isn't it? You've been a good girl. Good girl. So we're basically taking out these old prints, which we're just going to roll up and get rid of the frames just to free up space, and we've still got them as sort of memories. So these are my mum's. She actually took that 35mm picture, and these ones here are printed up for her. That's where she grew up. That's where she lived. I might even send them to the Invermere Museum in Canada, because they've got a Facebook. In fact, I will. I'll photograph them and send them over. Right, hang on a minute, what are you doing with them? Charity shops.
Oh, maybe.
So we've got progress. So we've definitely got some sort of progress, haven't we?
What's the name for them? I can't remember. That shell thing. What kind of creature is it? I don't mind.
Cuttlefish.
Anyway.
Right. So basically, at the minute, we've reduced everything we had up in the loft, with the exception of the awnings. In fact, we'll put the awnings under the bed.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll do that now.
Yeah.
But that we've now compressed everything down to that. Okay. So far.
Because I've got a bit more time than you, Neil, so we'll try and compress the rest.
So Sandra's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those boxes are Sandra's, and I've got 3.
But it is like a whole lifetime stuff.
Mine's all a lifetime of stuff. I've lived longer than you. What are you doing with all them books? Why's my crash helmet up there?
Are you keeping your crash helmet? That's a good question.
I might get on the motorbike. I might have a midlife crisis. Hang on, let's tell another true story, shall we, Sandra? Can you remember the story about the last motorbike we had?
What, your electric thing? The one that you rode about twice and then paid about £2,000 for and then never rode it again?
So there is, if you Google Neil Taylor Eco Warrior, I'm about 10 years ahead of each other with electric vehicles.
But you didn't ride it. Anyway, the moral of the story is, it's a good idea to tell people how to stop a motorbike before you let them get on it, is all I can say on that one.
So what happened, Sandra?
I didn't know that when I grabbed hold of the handle at the front that it would propel the vehicle forwards, and it didn't end well, did it, Neil?
Brand new, zippy electric scooter. These are like motorbike scooters, not...
So I stepped off, nothing was moving, and then I took a step forward, but I must have twisted the throttle as I stepped forward, and the key was still in, which is really not a good idea, is it, Neil?
Brand new,
not a good idea.
Smashed it up.
Did not smash it.
You smashed the fairing.
Got a scratch on it.
Smashed the fairing. She got on it, dead confident. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. And she got hold of the throttle like that, went like that, and she goes, ah! Spang! Straight into a wall. And she goes, you didn't tell me how to do that. And you blame me.
Well, if I'd have been in your shoes, dear, I would have definitely said, before you get off, turn the key so it can't go.
I wouldn't have got onto a motorised vehicle without asking for instructions on how it's propelled.
You did give me instructions, just not very good ones.
another true story. Absolutely, God's honest, absolutely brand spanking new.
Right, I'm going to take these downstairs.
Right, well, we need to get back in the loft. What are we having for tea?
Good question.
Yeah, we're having a good question for tea.
Nash. All this change, we're not the caravan, are we? Hey, are you being on guard? You do, Sandra.
Is that the wrong way?
Oh, yeah,
I think that might be the wrong way.
What on earth are you doing?
Let's try the other way.
Very, very strange.
Okay, I can see that. How's that?
Yeah. So what's them 9 boxes? They're your boxes on top of the wardrobe. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
No.
Whose are them?
Your bottles.
My bottles?
Your bottles. Your bottles.
Worth a lot of money, then.
That one is mine, I think.
Right. Okay. So I just noticed some. Turn my torch off. Some caricatures that need to come off the wall for the kids. They need rolling up, and then there's one of me. Oh, look at that! How handsome am I there, Sandra? 1997, Barcelona. Oh, that reminds me. At some stage, remind me to tell you the story about Barcelona. I've got a video up online. So 1997, I was vlogging, believe it or believe it not, in 1997. Somebody remind me in a few days' time. You've not seen this, have you? Right, so to try and take that off a little bit. Right, so I'm going to today leave that up until tomorrow. And I'm going to leave the Christmas stuff up till tomorrow. And oh, Lewis, I've got a story. Lewis wants to see these, Sandra. I'll show you what those are in a minute. But I'm going to get this lot down, and then we're going to call that it for today. I think we've done pretty well, to be honest. That's not too bad. What are you doing with that?
Take them down.
What is it?
That's my Frank side bottom.
Yeah, that is.
Look at that, look. No.
Front side bottom tin and front side bottom 3D glasses, and I'm not sure what that is.
Great, okay, right, let's have a look at getting rid of some of this stuff down. Remember Britain's Got Talent? Some of you may recognise this chap who lived local. Did you watch Britain's Got Talent? So I don't watch it, but he appeared on Britain's Got Talent numerous times, and unfortunately, I'm not too sure why I kept that. That's from 2006, but unfortunately, the poor chappie is no longer with us. Now then, who remembers the first tennis ping pong video games? Look at that there. I wonder if that would still work if we put batteries in it. It looks like it might not, but look at that there. That's retro. Look at that there, ZX Spectrum. Some games, look at that, wow. And games for a Spectrum. This trunk here was my dad's from when he went in the army, in the war. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some memorabilia, like those old prints from my mum and things like that. And this is obviously, I'm going to keep this. Yeah, that was my dad's. Look at that. And this is an old train set. Clockwork. Sort of thing you see on the Antique Roadshow, isn't it, that? They're not worth a lot of money, but when I was a little boy, I loved my train set. Oh, hang on a minute, there's still an engine there. I'm more impressed by my tray. Look at that, Sandra. I think we found the key for this. Proper toys. Oh, look at that. Every boy had a garage when they were little. They used to have a little lift on there. Well, if you were of a certain age, did you have a garage? Look at that there, Neil T. Goodness me. Right, so this lot I need to go, so I can't remember what I've got. Oh my golly, look at Ham International, look at that. That cost a fortune in its day. So I've actually got a friend called Lewis who's an amateur radio enthusiast, and we're going to feature these onto one of his vlogs. Wow. And I think, I can't remember, that's part of a sharp one-hander. I think I've got a SWAR meter in here, Sandra. Do you remember the SWAR meters, the SWR meters?
No.
Standing wave ratio. You're right there, Sandra. You're looking...
Huh?
You look like a mole that's appeared out of the ground.
I don't often get up here.
Oh, there it is. I just found it. So these are quick release side mounts. Here, I've got a SWAR meter, Sandra. There you go. Those of a certain age will know what that is. That was to adjust your standing wave ratio on your CB aerials. Oh my golly, I've got all sorts in here. So yeah, SWR meter. Do you remember the DV27s and the big twigs? Right. I think I've got a power supply, so that's going to be interesting whether that actually fires up. But I've got a home for this to sort of go to. Millennium, oh, lift me light up, sorry, dazzling everyone. Millennium bears. 3 of them I got for the kids. They've got little cases. Yeah, wow. Look at them there. Little fellas. I wonder if there'll ever be collector pieces from the Millennium. Do you remember the Millennium bug? Right, some people made an absolute fortune. The whole country, the whole world was going to come to an end, wasn't they? Do you remember that? And it was another damn squid. That's the media fear factor, year 2000. Right, so I think I've got everything down that I want to get down for today. So all of this stuff here, as well as other stuff I've got around the place, is all OMD memorabilia. That's everything for Christmas. That's for Christmas lights and bits and bobs. Obviously all these posters need to come down at some stage, but I might do that when Sandra can come up and we'll salvage what we can. And then, do you remember the start of this video? Everything's gone now. Most of the stuff there is gone. There's an old bee's nest, a wasp nest.
Wasp nest. So I've still a few bits of mine on this left side.
I don't think so. This should all be pretty well OMD stuff here now.
Like that orange box looks like
This one here is OMD stuff. That's OMD photo albums. No, OMD, 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 OMD.
Where you are, that stack of boxes, is that?
This one here?
Underneath that, there's an orange box.
Hang on a minute, we might have another box. Wait a minute. Oh. That's another Sandra box. Let's wing that over. Right. So I'm just going to have a trawl through everything down there. Oh my god. But so all these floorboards here and came about one bonfire night when I was, I don't know how old I was, very young. Somebody gave us all these planks, not these are, they're new, but all these planks here to burn on bonfire night. And I salvaged them off the bonfire, kept them, and sort of floorboarded part of the loft before people floorboarded their lofts. You can see it all here. I put all them down. I don't know, I was under 10. And then it sort of became a den up here, and then dark room, and used to have mates. So we even put a tent up in here once. Goodness me. Right, I'm going to call that a wrap up in the attic for today. I'm back downstairs, going to have a final salvage through, well, a salvage of what we're going to salvage and what we're going to bin. Most of it's mine.
So basically, what he's done, audience, is he's pulled down most of my stuff and said, oh, I've got about 6 or 8 or 10 boxes or something. And now he's just pulled down half as much again. That's mostly his stuff.
What are you going to do with the Millennium Bears?
I don't know what all that was about, to be honest, Neil.
You said year 2000. It was a very important year. When I was a boy, in like 1960 whatever, we all fantasised about the year 2000 and what was going to happen, and we drew pictures of space rockets, and we were going to live on the moon and have these futuristic cars and all the rest of it.
What have we actually got? We've got nesting mice in the loft instead, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had mice in the loft at some stage. There's lots of mice droppings. So, right, we've got a lot still to get through. Well, that probably looks worse than what it is, to be honest.
You're really saying that because it's your stuff.
I'm just hoping one of my children doesn't say, oh, can we come and stay with you, Dad? So Sandra's going on about me. Let's have a look in Sandra's. Let's have a look at Sandra's. Sandra's stash, shall we? So this entire box room is full of Sandra's stuff. You can't move in there.
It's a much smaller room.
And you've got your 9 boxes in. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Come here. We've got. Hello, she just appeared from under the bed. What are you doing? She just popped her head from under the bed. Come here, Sandra. So what we'll do tomorrow?
Mr. Taylor.
Yes,
Taylor.
go on then.
Right. We're not young people anymore. We're getting on in a bit. You know?
I'm not. I'm young.
We are getting on a bit. It's nice to have like a few nostalgic things from your lifetime. I don't have an issue with this, personally.
No, so I'm going to put all your boxes into the box room, then we'll see how much space we've got.
And
nostalgic. I was going to have a ping pong later. Look at that. That's proper nostalgia, that.
And if it was just mine, you'd be wanting to throw it away.
I'm not throwing anything away. No, I'm going to need to photograph these rigs. What are we going to do with the Millennium Bears?
Let's be ruthless, you said.
Christmas presents. Lucy, Lee and Simon. Christmas presents. It's going to be a great Christmas this year. Christmas presents. Seriously. Oh, yeah, you go, you see. Recycle. Look, even I've ended up being recycled on the floor. You're taking me down off the wall.
I said I'm not nostalgic about that. It was before my time. So.
Right, should we finish this video off for today? To be continued. I think we should. Right, if you watched any of this and you've got any idea of the utter chaos and madness that has ensued, and we've still got more to go, that's ensued today. Thank you. And if you're new here and you just found us, big thumbs up for being along. Remember, you can subscribe and get notification by hitting the notification bell. And we need to think about what we're going to have for tea, Sandra. I need to photograph these rigs. What are we going to do?
I need to sit down and have a breather before I do anything else.
Rightio, guys. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one. You're going to say bye, Sandra?
Bye. Speak soon.